What's up everyone, Zero here, welcome back to the channel. So sorry for the late post, but I did want to go over my season starter for Last Epoch Season 3. I'm going to go with the Beastmaster. Just to go over the skills with you guys real quick, we're going to be using Gathering Storm, and this is going to be proccing Maelstrom as well as applying Frostbite. Our minion is going to be generating us Storm stacks as well, and on top of that, we are going to be gaining mana from Storm stacks. We are using the new Summon Bear with the node that is proccing the Earthquake, and on top of that we are granting him extra charges. We are also getting crit chance and crit multi. We're going for heavier damage, and we're going for attack speed, and we are also empowering the roar to get some healing out of it, as well as less damage taken. On the Earthquake node, pretty general setup. We're just going with the Shatterquake node as well as the Rupture and Seismic Tide, and then we are also coming down here to Crushing Wake, because with Seismic Smash, the aftershock damage will contribute to the initial slam, so this thing should absolutely do a busted amount of damage, because most things are going to be chilled or frozen from Gathering Storm and Maelstrom. The War Cry is pretty straightforward. We're simply using this to generate Berserker, and that is also going to apply to our bear, and then we are also using this to get Maelstrom. And we're also using this to pull enemies in instead of knocking them back. And on top of that, we are also getting haste and increased haste duration. For the Maelstrom, we are getting chill chance, because this is also going to feed into the Shatterquake node on Earthquake. Going up here to Turbulence to get a little bit more extra damage, as well as chance to get a Maelstrom stack on killing an enemy, mana efficiency, haste, and frenzy. Now the good thing about this build is it requires no unique items. You can pretty much just have all rare items or exalted items on it. You don't really need this. However, Jolra's Obsession is really going to help, because the stats on the gloves will apply to the minions, so I'm going to use it to get melee attack speed and increased area. This is a pretty easy item to obtain just from the Temporal Sanctum dungeon. I'm using a dedication of an Erased Primalist, because you get the +1 to Primalist skills, and then sometimes you have to buy a couple of these or find a couple of these in order to get good rolls on them, but I'm going to shoot for extra strength and health. Aside from that, I'm just going for minion damage and physical pen. Level of Earthquake and strength, armor and reduced bonus damage from taken from critical strikes, LA resistance, pretty much just general stuff, because the strength is going to benefit the bear. We're obviously going for more armor, reduced damage from crit, and then just levels to Maelstrom on the chest. And then on the rings and the belt and stuff, we're just doing increased minion damage, strength, block chance, a little bit of resistances. Boots is pretty straightforward. Hybrid health, increased movement speed and strength. All this stuff is pretty general, but this build, I have a feeling, is going to crack off this season. For the passives, I'm going with health, increased minion damage, and health here, as well as increased companion health. And then here we're getting Hunter's Restoration with Hunter's Emanation. Just when you trigger Hunter's Restoration, your minions are going to get extra damage. And I'm just getting the Primal Strength node down here. Hop over here to the Shaman tree. We're going to get Shamanic Infusion, Sky Warrior, Windbringer, and Glacial Strike. This is going to give us the Earthquake. And then on the Beastmaster tree, we are going to go for Ursine Strength, Savagery, Ambush, Rending Maw to get the aspect of the Shark Shred chance. Boar Heart, Natural Fortitude, we're going to put 6 in there. I'm going for Porcine Constitution, get some extra damage reduction, increased health regeneration. Also, this is going to give us aspect of the Boar on melee hit. We're going to get Cry of the Lynx. This aspect of the Lynx is going to give us crit chance and 100% increased stun chance. And then we're going to get Embodiment right here, because this is going to get our companions to gain the shark and the boar aspects when we do. And then since we're only using one minion, we're going to be using Natural Bond and Ardor's Loyalty. So this is going to give our bear Giga Multiplier damage, 80%, 85% on this one, and then 75% on this one, as well as a bunch of health. And then for the idols, I think this is the best choice. This is going to create an Earthquake Aftershock at a nearby enemy on melee attack, because we're going to be attacking with Gathering Storm, and then increase aspect of the Boar effect, because this is going to give us increased damage reduction, and then just health and armor on these smaller idols. And then remember too, with the new mechanic from last season, we can actually put Weaver's Will on these, so these can actually gain additional affixes on them. For the blessings, I'm going to go with increased experience, void resistance, lightning lightning resistance, all res, block chance, and block effectiveness. And then for the final blessing, we're going to go for increased minion damage. I was thinking about putting armor in this one, but I think that the minion damage will probably work out better. So yeah, that's my plan for the season start. Hope that helps you guys out. I will make any updates I make to the build, any primordial uniques I find that work out really good with this. I will post an update, so I will keep you guys updated on all this. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.